So the Golden State Warriors are a team that came into this season with heavy expectations once again, but they have been off to a very slow start. I don't think anyone should be panicked. This team is going to figure things out, and my title was a bit of an overreaction, but today I'm going to be talking about 3 trades and signings that could save the Warriors season and give them a good shot at winning another championship. Anyways, now that the NBA season is in full swing, I'm working very hard to pump out so much content for you guys, and I would really appreciate all of your support. It only takes 5 seconds to like and subscribe, plus you can always change your mind. I'm now on the road to 10k subscribers, and I believe we can get there very fast. Thank you guys so much for getting me past 7k just a few days ago, and we are flying right now. So like I was saying in the intro, the Warriors are struggling right now, but I expect them to turn things around, and they are coming off a big win where Steph Curry scored a ridiculous 47 points, but at the same time, it took all of that just to beat the Sacramento Kings by 3. I really do think what happened with Draymond and Jordan Poole did have an impact within the locker room from the very start. I do think eventually the Warriors may make a trade because there is just too much talent on this team to be below 500. This team has just been struggling in crunch time, with many losses being within single digits. To make things even worse, in most of the games they lost, they had an early lead. The Warriors have had no problem putting the ball in the basket, and they are actually very good at it. The problem has purely been their defense, and it's going to need to be fixed at some point. They are actually ranked dead last in opponent scoring, and they face some really bad teams. So that's where these trades come into play. Now, before I get into things, do not get mad at me if you disagree with any of the trades. They're all hypotheticals, but I really do think they are somewhat realistic and would really help this team solve their problems and get back to contention. The first trade I'm going to start out with is the complete long shot of the video, and it would stun the entire league. But I have Anthony Davis going to Golden State from the Lakers. I just think the Lakers are in desperate need of tearing things apart and starting over, but I know that would be tough to do with LeBron still on the roster. The Lakers just have so many issues with their team and so many holes to fill. I just feel like trading AD for a bunch of younger players would really help LeBron out, and it could save the Lakers' future. This is because if the Lakers wait out the rest of LeBron's career, then they will be left without LeBron obviously. AD would be older and would have next to no trade value, and they also own no draft picks, so basically, if LA doesn't trade Davis to somebody, then they are so screwed down the line. Anthony Davis would complete the Warriors starting lineup, and they would undeniably have the best roster in the entire league. I really did think after those Japan preseason games that James Wiseman would be the answer, but that hasn't been the case, and with Draymond Green starting to wind down, this team just needs another big man, and AD would obviously more than solve their problem. I know Draymond has never been a stat sheet type of player, and he does the little things, but 9 points per game just isn't going to cut it in the long run. But who knows, the Warriors always seem to have a way of making things work, and it does help to have one of the best scoring backcourts of all time. Anyways, in order to make an Anthony Davis trade work, the Warriors would most likely have to first give up Draymond Green to make the contracts work out, and I know that would be a hard thing to do for Golden State fans. But hey, the NBA is about winning championships, and this season, Davis would give them the best chance to do that in terms of making a trade. The Warriors would also have to give up a player like Kevin Looney or one of their recent picks, and they would also need to give up a first round pick because I know LA realized how much they screwed up trading away all their future draft picks, but at least they got a bubble championship out of it. So anyways, I know that trade was the most unlikely one of this video, but let me know what you guys think about it. Moving on, the next trade I think would really help out the Warriors is trading for Spurs center Jakob Poeltl. Again, I know this one probably isn't the most enticing name to look at, but Poeltl has good NBA experience at 27 years old, and the Warriors could swap Wiseman to get him. This trade would benefit both teams because the Warriors are still in win now mode, and Poeltl is a guy capable of going off for 20 points, and he'll get a good amount of double-doubles. On top of that, he actually plays great defense. Like I said, I know if you're a big Warriors fan, trading away Wiseman for a guy like this doesn't sound that enticing, but when you really think about it, Wiseman isn't a very useful player because he's not going to help out this current team too much, and even if he develops into something amazing, the Warriors are just so stacked that it won't matter that much. Anyways, moving on to the final trade of this video, I have the Warriors buying Ben Simmons at an all-time low. Yes, I know, Ben Simmons has been playing absolutely horrific this season, and he has lost all confidence, but I am not ready to completely give up on him yet, and I think Ben playing in a toxic environment has not helped him out one bit. We all still know what Ben Simmons is capable of, and I just feel like if he came off the bench on a high-level scoring team like the Warriors, he could thrive again without feeling the pressure of missing shots. I am by no means a Ben Simmons fan. I don't know if he will ever become an NBA starter again, but we can't forget how good of a defender he is, and like I've been saying this whole entire video, scoring is not an issue at all for Golden State, and their defense has been horrific. It would be tough for the Warriors to find a way to do this deal because Ben Simmons is on a large contract and the Warriors just paid everyone, so I'm not really sure if a trade would even be possible at all, but what I do know is that anyone could probably get Simmons right now for just a decent role player and a draft pick. Maybe towards the end of the season, Ben Simmons will be bought out and the Nets will completely blow things up and rebuild because they are a hot mess. Now, one last thing I want to talk about is a few potential signings the Warriors could make from the available free agents to get another big man, and the first guy I see is DeMarcus Cousins. I know he's super old, and he isn't at all what he used to be even just a few years ago, but he's still a guy capable of getting hot and getting a few buckets while also playing okay paint defense with his size. Next I have Hassan Whiteside, and I've actually seen a few rumors about this, so it could be realistic. Whiteside is actually coming off a season in the NBA last year, and he could serve as a reliable end-of-the-bench center with lots of career experience to this team. At the end of the day, I don't think any free agents will be able to help this team fix their problems, and I really do think eventually some sort of a trade will be made. Let me know what you guys think though. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. I know some way or another, the Warriors will get things figured out, but right now there definitely is some concern. That's all I have to say in this video. There has just been so much craziness going on in the NBA so far this season, and I love to watch it. I covered a lot, and there's still so much more to talk about with this team. I cannot wait to watch this season unfold and see if any trades are made. I'm going to continue to pump out as much content as possible, so I would really appreciate it if you would join me along for the ride. I'm on the road to 10K subscribers, and I believe you all can help me get there. Also, one more thing, make sure to comment below what you want to see next. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later.